Welcome to day 130 of me bringing you a Bible verse for 365 days. Now, day 130 was actually yesterday, but it was Mother's Day here in Australia, and so I didn't get to do a video. I hope all the mothers who where it was Mother's Day, maybe it was Mother's Day in more than just Australia, but it was definitely in Australia. So happy Mother's Day to everybody, sending you love and light, and sending love and light to anybody who doesn't have a mother anymore, or still has a mother, but like they've passed and gone to be with God. So day 130 is the 10th, or was the 10th of May. So let's have a look at what we're doing. So if you've been following along, you will know that I'm getting the inspiration for the Bible verses from this box. Inside of this box is 365 envelopes. Inside each envelope is a Bible verse and a saying. I was given this box 5 years ago when I moved from Cairns to where I'm currently living. A good friend of mine gave it to me as a going away gift. And as you can see, I did open all of these when I was first given them, but I thought that I would open them with you guys for this year. So, May the 10th. Let's have a look. This is our saying, and it is, when it is not in God's time, you cannot force it. When it is in God's time, you cannot stop it. When it's not in God's time, you cannot force it. When it's in God's time, you cannot stop it. Our verse for today is Acts 24:15. Let's have a look what this is. Acts 24. Make sure I've got the right Bible verse this time, right? Acts 24 verse 15. Acts 24 verse 15. I have hope in God, which they themselves also accept, that there will be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. Okay, so I'm going to go back to verse 10 and read from there through to verse, I'm not sure, we'll see. Then Paul, after the governor had nodded to him to speak, answered, inasmuch as I know that you have been for many years a judge of this nation, I do the more cheerfully answer for myself, because you may ascertain that it is no more than 12 days since I went up to Jerusalem to worship, and they neither found me in the temple disputing with anyone, nor inciting the crowd, either in the synagogues or the city, nor can they prove the things of which they now accuse me. But this I will confess to you, that according to the way which they call a sect, so I worship the God of my fathers, believing all things which are written in the law and in the prophets. I have hope in God, which they themselves also accept, that there will be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. This being so, I myself always strive to have a conscience without offense towards God and man. Now, many years I come to bring alms and offerings to all my nations, in the midst of which some Jews from Asia found me purified in the temple, neither with a mob nor with tumult. They ought to have been there before you to object if they had anything against me, Or else let those who are here themselves say, if they found any wrongdoing in me while I stood before the council, unless it is for this one statement which I cried out, standing amongst them, concerning the resurrection of the dead, I am being judged by you this day. So back to ours, Acts 24:15. I have hope in God, which they themselves also accept, that there will be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. So that's basically saying to us that we can live with hope, knowing that God promises eternal life and that one day everyone will stand before him. The just and the unjust, everybody gets their time to stand before God, and he will judge us. It's one of the reasons why I believe that no, we shouldn't be judging anybody, because it's not our right to judge. It's God's right to judge. So you just live like Jesus, you just be like Jesus, and everything will be all good when you stand on Judgment Day in front of God. Let me rehash our day. So our verse is this one. When it is not in God's time, when it's not in God's time, you cannot force it. When it is in God's time, you cannot stop it. And our verse for today is this one. Acts 24:15. I have hope in God, which they themselves also accept, that there will be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and unjust. I hope you've all had an amazing day, and I will see you all back here in a minute with day 131 of me bringing you a Bible verse for 365 days. God bless.